Okay.
I see the full thing, or like, you know, however much of it I end up seeing.
This mic is
I'm probably going to enjoy seeing it. And it makes me think about like my best frame of reference, because I have not spent almost any time in my life learning about like how polyamorous people work or anything like that. But when I was at the AVN Awards back in January, there was a couple of different dudes who came up to me with their wives or girlfriends and said, hey, if you ever have time or you're ever down, I would love for you to be my wife. And I'm just kind of like, okay, like that's wild. Like, I didn't even take it serious or anything like that. But I understand what those guys are thinking. They have watched me and or whatever. They've watched you, and they would love to like just see their girl inserted into that environment. And, you know, just seeing you like looking like a glamorous star on camera with a very well-known professional, it's not the worst thing in the world to me. I'm not super mad about it. And then I feel like it's kind of allowed me to even just embrace the fact that, like, yeah, in prior situations, even with you, I've girls with one of my friends, and that was okay. But because it's a girl who I don't have a real relationship with, but now I'm kind of like, well, why do I care? Especially as a person, you know, it's like, why would it be such a big deal? If I enjoy it with a girl that I don't give a about, what is the point of me not doing that with the girl that I'm married to? It's not like an inherently
because that's the girl you like. Is that what he said? He said if he enjoys it with someone he doesn't care about, why would he do it with the girl that he cares about? Like, I don't understand. Cause it's the person you like. I don't know. Like, that's not a girlfriend. That's your whole wife now.
degrading or disrespectful thing, right?
I mean, as long as you're consenting, I mean, and you're turned on by it, and the girl's turned on by it clearly, so it's like.
Well, clearly you're turned on by
I'm
it
talking about myself as
you're
the girl
not
in this
shying
situation.
away from this whole double team thing that I'm proposing here, are you?
No, not at all. I actually have some pictures of positions I'd like to try with you in my phone.
See, that's one thing that I was thinking when we started talking about it is like, okay, if we're going to do this double team scene, what are the positions? Because I need to make sure that this dude's dangler ain't like too close to my face or anything.
Well, I don't think we should do it the first time, but I would like to be DP'd by you and someone else.
Oh. Okay.
So the butt and the vagina.
Yeah.
Well, I see. Okay, right there. Boom. Jealousy triggered because we haven't had anal in like a year.
Okay.
And you're gonna say, "Oh, it's because last time we tried to do an anal scene, you came in like 4 minutes."
So okay,
You were like, "Well, actually, I wasn't gonna say that."
Well, you could be the guy in my butt. Would you still be jealous?
I just don't really like love the idea of my balls clapping against another dude's balls.
I think you'll get so into it you'll forget and you won't care.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I mean, it's definitely like not totally off limits in my mind, but
I'm not saying it's the first thing I want to do, but like we've had so many girls on Plug Talk where you're like, "What's your favorite thing?" And they're like, "DP." You think anal feels good? You think vaginal feels good? Wait till you try them together.
But you have a sensitive butthole.
I mean, why don't you just use a toy? Like, it's not the same thing. Like, why can't you just use a toy? Why don't you just get a machine? You guys can afford it. Get a machine. You don't have to get an actual human being. Like, everybody here's got kinks, but like, he literally just said, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know him, but from the little clip of the 2 minutes right now I heard, he literally said jealousy's triggered. I don't think that decision that he made was 100% like he was 100% with it. I don't think at the time, I think he loves her so much that he's trying to please her, and I don't think at the time he realized like how much of the shit it really is. Like, open marriage is a thing, yes, but like you can have a kink and still be monogamous and still do the stuff. Like, if you want to sleep with a stranger, just go outside sometimes, vibe, like act like y'all don't know each other, do some stuff. Like, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of role playing. It's a lot of things you could do. So I think he really just loves her and he's trying to make her happy. Cause like, he wouldn't, a person that's in an open relationship like that and communicating the way they're communicating shouldn't really feel jealousy in that way from just hearing her saying she wants someone in her, but like he shouldn't feel it. Like I'm not saying they can't, but it shouldn't be that easy for him to just get triggered. Like just now, like see now triggered jealousy. Like it shouldn't be like.
That's why we haven't been engaging with it so much, right? Like I don't know.
I just hate prep for anal. That's literally all it is. I like anal. I hate preparing for anal.
Because you have to eat gummy bears for a whole day
You
beforehand.
have to
or
starve
whatever.
yourself. You have to clean out your butthole.
Right.
You know, it's a whole thing. And then
Right.
every time for some reason I get a cut or I bleed no matter what. And then I have a problem for a week after. But it's just.
So why are you
part of
doing that?
Doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly horrified by the idea, but that's also one thing that.
Where's
I
the whole
realized
video? I want to
is
watch this
that
whole thing.
Even if I really didn't like the idea of you fucking another dude on camera, I mean, being in the porn business, it would just be insane for me to say no to it at this point.
But
or at
you
least as
can.
one scene. You know, like doing more is kind of its own separate conversation. But the financial, the financial rewards.
Yeah, he doesn't. Let's go back real quick. Listen to what he just said just
So
now.
say no to it. I'm not exactly horrified by the idea, but that's also one thing that
Listen to
I
him.
realized is that even if I really didn't like the idea of you fucking another dude on camera, I mean, being in the porn business, it would just be insane for me to say no
Okay.
to it
Y'all heard
at
it?
this point, or at least there's one scene. Like doing more is kind of its own separate conversation, but the financial the financial rewards have been so absurd that it's kind of like, well, we're in business together, like you gotta do it.
Yeah, and I mean that's so.
Did you just see what he just said? He literally said, the first one, I wasn't even 100% with it, but because that's your profession, I don't see why not. But do it again with multiple other dudes? That's something we have to talk about in public. Bro, I said public, in private. This nigga did this shit because he loves her and is trying to make her happy. And in doing so, he's condemning himself because we all know the male brain never... Let me tell y'all. Y'all know how it's always like, males can do this, males can do that, women can't do this, women can't do that. In his brain, I am guaranteeing you right now, porn star or not, in his brain, he's thinking, I can go and fuck all the bitches in the world with my wife and I will be okay. But the moment he's picturing his wife doing this, I'm telling y'all, whether he shows it or not, he's not fucking okay. All right. So maybe he feels like, oh yeah, we're open and we're both in the same profession. I'm not supposed to stuff the bag. It has nothing to do with stuffing the bag. She's still making the money doing it with women. She could have easily, bro, he doesn't, like, it would be one thing for him to do it and seem confident in it. He doesn't even seem confident in the shit. And that is literally gonna, like, you don't understand. He's gonna walk in a room. Of course, it's people that have that kink that's gonna be like, yo, da-da-da. But the whole world is literally calling him fucking, you're weird, you're this. And that's literally what it is because he wasn't 100% with the shit. Like, even with him replying to people saying it turns him on, bro, that shit looked like AI generated. That whole situation seemed AI generated to me. Like, this is literally... Why is he talking to her, telling her, yo, like, we haven't had anal in so long, like, I'm feeling jealous that you want to be DP'd, like, what? Bro, he's not gonna.
At some point, it's like my fans were just kind of like, your content's getting dry at this point. Like, you haven't done anything new. And so for me, yes, it was exciting financially and it was exciting to have a new sexual experience, but it's also like, I'm kind of excited for work just because there's like new
A big
things
black
I can
dick
do
right
for
there.
my fans to keep them interested.
People, this woman is obsessed with her OnlyFans analytics. So she is more turned on by seeing the numbers go up than
No,
anything else, probably.
I am turned on that there is like many, many, many thousands of people out there who are waiting for July 13th to sit down and download or watch this video or whatever and jerk off to it. That is hot to me.
Just thinking about the
wanna watch me.
legions of gooners who are just
Yes.
posted up waiting for
They
it.
can jerk off to anyone. They could find a Lena the Plug lookalike and jerk off to her. No, they want to jerk off to me and my weird vagina.
Weird.
I don't know.
How dare you?
Your fans love to say it's weird.
I think it's nice.
I mean, you better think it's nice.
I'm a
It's yours.
fan.
It's yours. You bought
It's
it.
a good looking vagina. I didn't buy it. It came that way. Okay. So what else do they want?
What the fuck does she mean? She bought it. He bought it. Well, what does that mean? Why did he buy it? Is this a professional transaction? Are they really together? Like, what do you mean? She just said he bought it. What does that mean?
Want to know? People probably want to know, what is it hard to go back to a reasonably sized white penis after?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You're not about to ask me this. You're not asking me this. This is not real life.
Dealing with a baby arm. Is it upsetting?
No.
Is it hard to go back to regular life?
So first of all, I wouldn't say that yours is regular. I would say yours is definitely like above average. So let's give you that. Every time we take your pants off on plug.
That nigga wants to be praised by her for the decision. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have to somehow go through the kink list, okay, and find out which kink this is. Maybe he has a praising kink. I don't want to say humiliation kink, but like maybe he has a praising kink because she just said, "Yo, say bro is above average," an ego stroking kink, because this man really just yes in the back like a child.
Regular. I would say yours is definitely like above average. So let's give you that. Every time we take your pants off on Plug Talk, the girl's like, "Oh, I'm surprised."
But for a white guy, they don't say that.
Podcaster.
They don't say that, but they're thinking that.
Maybe. I don't know. Someone called you good boyfriend dick once. And I feel like that was a good compliment because nobody wants like an outrageously large penis all the time.
Right.
It wasn't hard to come back to your dick. I was in a lot of pain for a few days. So having sex was,
It was reupholstered.
you were a little traumatized by me being like, ouch, hold on. It
At first, yeah. But that did go away pretty quickly.
took like 3 or 4 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly, 3 or 4 days. Yo, what is this in my ears, bro? You'd collapse, nigga. My brain just fell to my fucking feet right now. I'm not gonna lie. Doing the whole thing, the whole video is one thing, but sitting down and casually just, I respect both their profession, but right now I'm just putting myself in somebody's shoes and just hearing down that porn star or not, like I said, to me it would be one thing if he had found her doing porn like that. Like if she was casually just fucking on niggas and he found her and then it was that, then I guess, because you already made that decision to do that. But you found her not doing that and now she's doing it with you. That gotta, look, you're gonna have to feel away. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like if somebody never listened to a certain artist, let's say somebody never listened to Uzi before, and then after 2 years, all of a sudden you see them rapping a fucking Uzi song, you're not gonna think in the back of your head like, where the fuck did you hear that shit from to know that? Like, it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel away. But damn, like, bro, golly. Seemed like his idea, her idea, whosever idea it is, one of them should have said no. And sometimes, your career, like when you choose to be married and you choose to have a family, right? Your career is not really 100% priority anymore. Like, this shit is like, to me, I'm just like, I'm appalled because like, she really just said that, like 3 to 4 days. I couldn't, like, what?
You feel like it's snapped back? Well, you never had the natural birth that you were planning on.
I don't believe that a vagina stretches from having sex once for 40 minutes with a bigger dick.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I look at the buttholes of the girls that we work with that I know have had like dread or whoever in their asshole, and I'm like, those dicks are doing damage.
Okay, but the asshole's not meant to stretch like this big. The vagina is meant to stretch and
You
go
should
back.
see some of the shits I've taken over the years.
No, I don't want to.
Like a straight jack-o'-lantern hitting the toilet water.
I'm gonna watch this.
Oh. I'm getting a call. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take this. Oh, hello.
look who it is.
Mr. Jason Love. How you doing, man?
What's good? What's good?
We're just doing a little podcast here, and figured that we would, have a little conversation with you to see exactly how all this was for you as well.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. That's why I chimed in. Catch y'all. See what's up.
Definitely. So, what's the vibe like between you guys? Anything I should know about?
I don't think there's a really vibe. I think it's like.
Yo. I need this boosted to the max, bro. I need this boosted.
It's like a business thing, but I feel just very uncomfortable with this right now. I feel awkward.
Because you know he's not okay.
Can you tell him how nervous I was?
Bro, like so nervous. Oh my God. I feel so wrong right now. Like,
It was
like
bad.
it's just work.
Okay.
Calm down.
But a lot of people have like a cheating fetish. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like
I feel like you do.
yeah, cheating I've done in the past was I'm a little bit turned on by the fact that I was doing something underhanded, or take myself out of it. But like, if you're fucking a girl and you know she has a boyfriend and she's doing something wrong, that is kind of hot.
Is it?
A little bit.
What the fuck? What is up with your heads? Let me hear this again. What did you just say?
Like
I feel like you do.
yeah, cheating I've done in the past was I'm a little bit turned on by the fact that I was doing something underhanded, or take myself out of it. But like, if you're fucking a girl and you know she has a boyfriend and she's doing something wrong, that is kind of hot.
Is it?
A little bit.
You see, he knows.
It's kind of like the adrenaline. Like
I'd
you
feel
know,
so
like, you're
guilty
supposed to be doing
if
it.
I was the other woman.
Okay, so Jason, give me a genuine review. How was it?
You want like a number scale or just like
Numbers.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Sounds like it could be hurtful, but if it's a high number,
It gives me
sure.
like a 4.
100% 9 out of 10?
Really, 9 out of 10. Who's a 10?
Well, obviously her.
Oh,
Well, it was a 9 out of 10. I never grasped the entire 10 before. It's like you gotta leave room for something that could possibly top the next one.
okay, yeah,
I'll take a 9 then.
that's fair. Okay, yeah. So a lot of people want to know. I don't know, just like if I should feel diminished as a man as a result of this. Like the cuck narrative is very, very strong. I just want to get your thoughts on that, and if how people should think about that in the context of me being, the silent third party in all this.
Well, I don't know. Like if you look at it in a business aspect, then basically it was just a job. She's high up in her ranks. I'm high up in my ranks. Us two together obviously would make the most amounts of money. So it's not so much being a cook. If you're comfortable with it, y'all communicated it prior. Obviously, she said y'all did. So it's not really a cook situation. It's more of like two people coming and making an understanding.
Yeah.
So if you cool with it, then it is what it is. Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different. Everyone have different levels of have. So if you cool with it, then it is what it is. Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different. Everyone have different levels of how I say, mental maturity.
Well, it would be kind of weird for you to find a dude bigger than you. Maybe they could resurrect Andre the Giant or something. Maybe you could get Brock Lesnar to come through and cut it up for you. But I mean, you're kind of like the biggest dude that I could think of. I don't know. It's going to be tough for you to find a bigger guy.
Oh, they got a couple. They got a couple.
Yeah.
But,
could
it's not just the size; it's everything that goes into it that makes it.
Definitely. Lena is just like shriveling up into a ball right now. I can see how uncomfortable this is making you.
Yes, it is making me very uncomfortable, and I'm glad that he's only on Zoom and not here right now.
Do you think that would be awkward?
Yes. Also, I feel like I'd feel a lot of sexual tension, and I felt like we would have to do a scene if you guys.
Did you just want to say you want to fuck that nigga? Did she just say she wants to fuck that nigga?
We're both here.
See, she's out of control now. She's on a tear.
I've been known to have that effect. I apologize.
See, all right. Now I'm going to have to really mind you next time you're going to an adult event that he's going to be at, right?
No, but I would be turned on if you were there.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like
Nigga, you were turned on and he wasn't there, and you fucked that black man. Like,
you're part of it.
So you think that if me and you go out to a party and we see him, that there's a chance that we'd all end up hooking up after?
I don't know what his stance is on working with you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Good point, yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, hell yeah.
I get it in regardless.
Damn, that would be, yeah, I can see that. That would probably kind of make me feel like I had put a cap on this whole situation if we all did it together.
Good closure.
Wow, maybe that is the three-way that we should do, because that would be pretty violent.
perfect timing. Perfect timing, Jen. Perfect timing. Thank you for the 200 bits. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Viral rather than just some random guy, right?
Yeah.
It would be crazy.
As long as I'm not
Applauding.
sitting in a chair with my fucking
You have
arms
to for
tied
one-
behind
for
my
one
back or
shot.
whatever.
You gotta hold the camera for one shot.
All right, so now I got to rewrite the script.
Yeah. What do people need to know about Jason Love? Since like you're kind of, I almost feel like a large percentage, maybe even the majority of the photos that you're going to be taking over the next year or so, it's going to be people saying like, "You're the dude who fucked Adam 22's wife." I don't know. I mean, I know you get recognized all the time, but it's kind of an interesting scenario that you're in now, right?
I got stopped on the street like 4 or 5 times already. Normally it's just to talk to me about me, but then it was like, "Oh, you, no jumper wife." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess."
Wow. Insane.
Like, take a picture with my wife, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna get more of those offers.
See, I've only had a couple people say that to me. I'm sure he gets that all the time.
All the time.
Right. So if we do choose to have another kid, how am I going to know it's mine and not?
Oh my god, I can't. No, cut. What?
What?
Don't even bring that up. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's one of the good memes that people have been passing.
Don't.
I'm going to know it's mine and not.
Oh my god, I can't. No, cut. What?
How am I going to know it's mine and not?
Oh my god.
If
Wait,
the
what?
time?
Those offers.
See, I've only had a couple people say that to me. I'm sure he gets that all the time.
What did he just say?
All the time.
Right. So if we do choose to have another kid, how am I going to know it's mine and not?
Oh my god, I can't. No, cut. What?
What?
Don't even bring that up. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's one of the good memes that people have been passing around. It's like me cuddling with your belly and it's a little black kid inside it.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Is BBC offensive?
No, it's just a visual description. It's not. You're just saying it is what it is. You see it. That's what it is. It's not,
That's what
you
I'm
don't take it
saying.
offensive.
But I wonder if I get too comfortable with talking about black people shit because of the fact that like all my co-hosts on the podcast are black and stuff, because I've seen some of these lily white fucking hipster bitches on Twitter just raging out being like BBC is offensive, and I won't respond to them, but I am thinking in my head like, you have never been around black people besides getting fucked by them for your OnlyFans, so shut the fuck up. That's kind of what's going on in the back of my head.
I don't like using it because I feel like I just feel uncomfortable using it.
I don't care if you see a school bus and it's yellow. You're like, where did you park? By the big yellow school bus. What the fuck? That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's a statement of
What is
fact.
this
And like, you know,
conversation?
in the real world, fetishization, I can see why that's a bad thing, you know? If you walk up to an Asian girl and you're like, "Oh, I'm so turned on by Asian girls," I can see how that's like a bad thing. But we're in porn. This is like we are here to satisfy fetishes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the verbiage, like, you know,
Right.
it's been around for a minute now.
Yeah. What do you got coming up? Anything in the future that we should know about? You're going on some trips and stuff for a brand, right?
Oh yeah, well, I'm going to Europe for about 2 weeks, but I did just drop my book. So
What's the
hopefully
book?
that done good. It's called Louisiana Slim, the Family, about my previous life before I got to adult.
Really? Because I always wonder that when I see you with the tattoos on your face and everything. I'm like, I wonder what this guy was doing around town before he got into the porn game.
A lot of things when you come from poverty, you know, you got to make it how you make it.
Ain't that the truth? Well, we're gonna do like a full length interview at some point, but I appreciate you banging my wife,
Oh my God.
and
My pleasure.
yeah,
Well, I'm a professional, you know. I go in, I knock it out. That's what I do.
hey, I absolutely I cannot hold it against you, my friend.
Did you see it yet?
I saw a few of the clips, and yeah, I think you put it down.
I believe if it was mainstream, it probably would win an award.
Oh, well, that's a big idea.
My assistant did give me the idea to submit it for an AVN. I was like, I don't know. I feel like this might be crossing the line.
Yeah, Pound Town. You just left Pound Town.
I was going to call it the wedding gift.
For the record, it's not literally your wedding gift.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Gift, but it was something that we kind of like felt more comfortable with after the wedding and whatnot, right?
It just makes sense. That's what everyone's latching onto. They just got married, you know? So,
All right, Mr. Love, appreciate you.
bye, Jason.
Thank you, Marlena.
Okay, how was that for you?
Felt a little uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable? Why?
I mean, 7 years in this relationship, never look at a guy, dance with a guy, text back with a guy, nothing. And then I'm having sex with a guy. You know, it's just a lot to process. I've been conditioned to believe it's cheating. There was one time where we went to a dinner and there was another guy there that just happened to be there and you knew I had slept with him and you made me feel weird. So, yeah, it's just like a lot to unlearn.
You always mention that scenario, but there's a lot more to that scenario that she's not mentioning, and
There was not that much more.
I felt weird about it for other reasons.
Okay.
And it was like it was your birthday, and you're just bringing it up. I'm like, oh, cool, make me think about you fucking this guy over here.
Okay, anyways.
I know.
You were mad at
With someone with a brain like this, y'all really think he's okay with that shit? He would, bruh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm stitching chaotic in this chat and Josh. What? Jay, you wouldn't.
about it.
I was a little mad at that time. I was much less emotionally mature or whatever.
I'm
But-
clearly
Yeah.
emotionally immature. I'm like giggling that you and Jason were just on the call together. So
Right,
clearly,
so that was awkward for you?
Yes.
Me and him exchanging
And him
energy?
talking about it, just being like, I put it down, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, but he's smart. He clarifies right away. It was a business move. You know, we're just making money, you know? Which is nice.
Yeah, I'm sure he didn't enjoy it at all. I'm sure it sucked for
I
him.
probably hated it. He did say we were 9.